So what be your plan of attack if you're served an eviction notice by the harbour master on your poor garbage scow for unpaid mooring fees? No, guys, I'm not a pirate, sorry. I got the vaccine last week and I'm in the 0.6% of people who suffer partial facial paralysis. That's why I get the eye patch, that's why my smile is like this. But let's talk about eviction. Not eviction to pirate ships, eviction from your home, your apartment, your residence. The eviction moratorium is ending, or it's ended depending on where you are, and now landlords are starting to evict again. Bankruptcy can stop this, but it gets complicated. Short answer, if you qualify for a Chapter 7, you can file a Chapter 7, wipe out those unpaid rents, and they will be discharged in your bankruptcy. Now it gets a little more complicated. Let's say that you move to a new rental first and then you file bankruptcy. You can keep the new rental, you can keep making payments on that place, you list your old apartment in the bankruptcy, list any kind of fees, any kind of costs associated with it that will get discharged in the bankruptcy. This is the cleanest way to go. Move to a new place, then file bankruptcy on the old place. Now let's say you need to file bankruptcy now and you haven't moved yet, but you are behind on your current apartment. Well, if there's no eviction yet, you can file bankruptcy and then move later. The problem is you'll be liable for any unpaid rent from the time you file till the time you move out. Let's say your rent is $1,000 a month and you're 10 grand behind. You can file bankruptcy and wipe out that 10 grand, but if it takes you a month to move, then you now need to pay $1,000 for that month you stayed in the apartment after going bankrupt. Now, let's say the eviction is ready to be filed, but the landlord hasn't filed it yet, and then you file bankruptcy. If the landlord hasn't filed it yet, it's not filed. It's like me saying I'm going to cut carbs and drop weight. I'll do it some way, but I haven't done it yet. If that eviction has not been filed yet, bankruptcy wins. And if the landlord wants to evict you, he's going to have to hire a bankruptcy attorney to file a motion to lift the bankruptcy protection from you so that he can evict you from his property. Now, that being said, you still have to pay for any of those rental fees you incur from the time you file bankruptcy until the time you move. You can just wipe out all of those pre-bankruptcy fees, pre-bankruptcy lease payments. Now, let's say the landlord already has an eviction. He's filed it. He has the eviction order. He is knocking on your door to evict you right now. If you file bankruptcy, it will do nothing. That eviction order trumps the bankruptcy order. The landlord wins. So if he gets that eviction before you go bankrupt, you better plan on moving out today. Landlord doesn't care if you don't have a place to go to. He has the order, and the constable, the sheriff, will help escort you out. So, with a short summary, yes, you can go bankrupt, and you can wipe out those unpaid fees, those unpaid lease payments, rental payments. Those can all be taken care of in your Chapter 7. But if you stay after that B case filed, you will have to pay for the time you stay, and it gets complicated pretty quickly. And remember, if you can't trust a trustworthy pirate bankruptcy attorney, who can you trust? So have a great day. Bye.